Good morning, Wanderers, and welcome back to the Doofy Doo Talk Through of Shiren the Wanderer, episode 69. Hello! I am back from my third vacation this year. That is weird for me. I usually don't go on this many vacations, but this is my favorite time of the year to go on vacation. And how appropriate that I am in this marsh. Because on my vacation, I went to Florida for the first time. Can't believe how flat and green everything is. The weather, though, was perfect. I went to Orlando and West Palm Beach. I did not go to Disney World, but I did spend 3 whole days at Universal Studios. I actually stayed at their brand new hotel. It's their budget option for people that don't want to spend $250 a night at the more luxurious resorts. The Cabana Bay Beach Resort is pretty corny. I have it set up like it's a hotel from the 60s. There are a lot of pastel colors. The furniture is all from IKEA, believe it or not. I can't believe IKEA furniture holds up in a resort. That stuff is going to start breaking pretty soon. And there's a bowling alley and an arcade, although the games in the arcade are kind of disappointing. They don't have a lot of fighters. I was really hoping there'd be a fighter there. And, yeah, even though it was so corny, you don't spend much time in the room. They have 2 enormous pools with a water slide and a lazy river that is heated. Oh, that was spectacular. And a hot tub. So, how long? The last time I was at an amusement park was the summer after 9th grade. What is that? That's like 22 years ago. So, I don't have any kids yet. I was surprised. I thought maybe it would just be complete torture, but I had a lot of fun. I really enjoyed myself. And those rides have come a long way since the last time I was at amusement parks. There's a lot of the 3D rides, where the seat moves and you wear 3D glasses. Let's see. I have made it without incident to Table Mountain. Hey, look at this little cozy monster house. I'm gonna have to be careful. Uh-oh. The only thing I have is a scroll of sleep, but there are... It would be risky to read the scroll of sleep, because I don't have an herb of sight. And I would have to kill 5 army cocks, 2 burly smurfs, and a partridge in a pear tree. Yeah, I don't know if I should use this scroll of sleep. But it's pretty much all I have. I've got Staff of Postpone too. I can't try to attack them. Yeah, I'm just gonna try to postpone a few of these guys, I think. Yeah, I think I should be able to get most of them now because there's a path. I won't have to step on any traps. Take care of Fluffy Bunny. Uh-oh. Oh my goodness, there's air devils in here too. Uh-oh. Oh, I was hoping that wouldn't go off. Alright, I gotta get out of here. If these guys wake up, I'm in trouble. I'm a slow rice ball. Oh no, they're fast. Oh, thank goodness there's an air devil blocking those other enemies. Alright, 2 damage. That's fine. I'll just let this air devil follow me for a little while. I could postpone myself right now. I see the stairs are at the bottom middle, but I'm gonna try to get that loot. I'll just run away until, oh, there, devil. Let the army cock by. Okay, postpone him. And what the heck? Postpone everybody. I have a perfect little plus sign down there. Alright, I think I'm okay. There aren't that many enemies. Oh, Fluffy Bunny. Forgot about you. This is why it's a good idea to have a wide variety of staffs. Aw. Switching staff was cursed. Sometimes you have your favorite staff, like Sloth or Postpone, and you never want to load up on one type of staff, even if it's a really awesome staff. Unless it's a Boo-Boo staff, obviously. I mean, if you have nothing but Boo-Boo staffs, you're, invincible. But, almost invincible, I should say. But of the normal staffs, it's nice to have a good variety. Because you never know when a situation might come up in which a knockback staff is essential to killing a fluffy bunny. Take care of all these air devils. Yeah, I don't care if I'm slowed down. Now I can enjoy all of this fabulous loot. Hehe. Well, that's good. My theory seems to be holding up. Remember, before I went on vacation, I said that I didn't think I would get a lot of armbands or special items, rare swords and shields on this run because I thought they were all being stored up. Seems to be the case. Once again, I seem to just be getting run-of-the-mill weapons and shields and not really any armbands. So, I think I'm right. I think after a certain number of deaths, or a certain number of runs, the game just feeds you an armband. It's like, oh, poor Shiren, here, have this armband of sight after you've died, whatever, 15 times. So, yeah, if you want to get a bunch of armbands, just die a bunch of times, and maybe in Doofy's cave, and then go back to Table Mountain, and they'll all be there for you in one run, maybe. I don't really have the time to check that theory, but maybe some of you playing could actually try that out. Or not, it's not a big deal. Table Mountain's pretty easy. I am starving now. Alright. I am going to go to face final puzzle after this run, but I'm gonna have to pace myself. My birthday is on the 30th, which, what day is that? The 30th is a Sunday. So, on that day, I would like to get into... look at this. I better make myself a path to the stairs just in case. He's surrounded by his paralyzed buddies. That must be a weird situation. I'm gonna go kill this guy too. Shoot a couple arrows at him. Alright, now I can get to the stairs if I really need to in an emergency. I need to pace myself. So, I have maybe like 3 weeks left. I'm just gonna make one episode a week until my birthday. That should come out about right, because after I finish this Table Mountain run or get killed, I'm feeling pretty good after my vacation in Florida. And I think I'll be ready. This dungeon really isn't posing that much of a challenge to me right now, and at least this run is more reasonable, has been more reasonable so far than that previous run. That previous run, I mean, a recovery armband and an armband of sight, that's just, it's not even fair. I feel like I'm taking advantage of some disabled person. But this run is more respectable. I feel pretty good. Although I do have an Iron Shield plus 6. And my level is a little bit high. But you know what? I'm gonna take it. I'll take it. What was I talking about? Oh, the rides are a lot more high-tech now. And I noticed that the rides really have something for all 4 types of gamers, or types of people. For socializers, of course, you're on the ride with other people. Oh, I went to Universal Studios with a friend, but he was injured. His back was hurt, so he couldn't ride the ride. So I went on the single rider line. That is the key to happiness at Universal Studios. I know, okay, if you're going with your date or whatever, you can't get on it. But if you're just going with like your family, screw your family, man. They can ride by themselves. Get in that single rider line. I rode you can just get on the ride in like 5 minutes or less. You can ride over and over. I guess everyone knows about that already, but you know, it's been a long time since I've been on a roller coaster. So I was happy to discover that single rider line. The only bad thing is, a lot of the rides have a lot of cool little displays on the way to the ride and the line, and you kind of skip a lot of that in the single rider line. So I went in the regular line just to see all the Harry Potter and Despicable Me and Terminator and Simpsons memorabilia. Oh, the Despicable Me ride, which is very good. I should let you know, one of my guilty pleasures is watching children's movies, because a lot of times, at least for me, children's movies are more imaginative visually and conceptually than a lot of movies made for adults. Even the writing is sometimes better, sadly. You know what? Multiplication trap, I'm moving on. Oh, Who wants a nice juicy arrow? Who's a good walrus? You're a good walrus. Those guys are the golden retrievers of the Shiren universe. Yeah, my guilty pleasure is watching children's movies. I enjoyed the Despicable Me movies, both of them. And the ride I enjoyed a lot too. They actually shrink you, supposedly, into becoming one of those little yellow minions. So your perspective is near the ground for the whole ride. And there are a couple moments in the ride when you're falling and they blow wind on your face. I guess this is an old technology. But they blow wind on your face and the chair is accelerating. It really does feel like you're in free fall. It's really a lot of fun. But yeah, those rides, they have something for everybody. For socializers, you're with your friends, unless you do the single rider line, and then at least you're with strangers who are screaming next to you, which I don't really mind. For killers, there's the opportunity to prove how brave you are by going on frightening rides and pretending like you're not scared at all, or not being scared at all. I went on the Transformers ride, and for killers there, you're actually destroying monsters, or other evil Decepticons. I did not like any of the Michael Bay Transformers movies, like most people with, I shouldn't say good taste. Like most people who require a little subtlety in their movies. I do not enjoy those movies, but I actually enjoyed the Transformers ride a lot. I don't know if Michael Bay had anything to do with it, but I really would like to see him make amusement park rides and maybe music videos. Kind of work with his strengths rather than his weaknesses. But whatever. I enjoyed those rides a lot, and for killers, you get to destroy a lot of enemy robots during the course of the ride. And you also get to prove how brave you are. And for achievers, always at the end of the ride, they like congratulate you. Everyone applauds who works there, and maybe like Optimus Prime says you saved the planet, or you know, they're basically some message at the end saying, "Wow, you're a great person." And achievers love that sense of closure and accomplishment. Ho ho! Here we see the danger of using the doppelganger staff that Blaze Puff leveled up. Hopefully I have another charge left on it. And I do! Alright. No way that Blaze Puff will kill his doppelganger leveled up companion. And now I can kill him, since he can't breathe fire. Get beaucoup d'experience, 900. Wow. My level is a little high, I have to admit. Yeah, achievers get that sense of, you know, you are the best ever. Oh my gosh. Doofy, think about what you're doing. I instinctively tried to run away because I saw that gaze. I forgot about Rocky Holder. I guess I could just doppelgang the gaze. It's probably my best shot. Yeah. Even if I have plenty of staffs of sloth. Out of charges. Uh-oh. This could be bad. Hopefully I don't read anything. Alright. There we go. I thought he might... Fluffy bunny. You know what? I'm just going to use my knockback staff on every fluffy bunny I see from now on. Bungardium Leviosa. Into the wall for you, fluffy bunny. I'm so mean to fluffy bunnies. But, you know, sometimes they just annoy me, okay? What was I talking about? Oh! There's something for killers, something for achievers, something for socializers. For explorers, the first time you're on a ride is really fun. And maybe the second time, I went on Despicable Me and Transformers a couple times just to look at the little details during the ride. But it's a little weak because you're on rails. It's almost like a rail shooter. In fact, Men in Black literally is a rail shooter, the ride. I didn't really enjoy that one too much. Although, ironically, that one is the most like a video game. Yeah, the most fun for me as an explorer was actually just wandering around the park and seeing all the rides. If I had been able to go into the behind the scenes and seen like the robotic arm moving around, that would have been really fun for me. I stayed really late. I think I stayed past the time I was supposed to stay, honestly. And I wandered around the park, and the Harry Potter town is really cool when no one is there. Like, it was completely empty. It's fun just to look at all the details. I don't really like being around tons of people, but fortunately if you stay at Universal Studios resorts, you get to go to the park an hour early. And I was there during the week, so it wasn't any huge crowds. But yeah, I went on all the rides at least once, some of them twice. It took me like 2 days to do it. And I really had a fun time. The main reason we were there, me and my friend, was to go to the Springfield exhibit, or whatever it's called. They had a stretch of road, maybe 150 yards long, set up like Springfield from The Simpsons. And that was a lot of fun. I kind of wish it was more elaborate, but they have to make money. That's another thing. There are constant gift shops everywhere. It's not... it's... Of course, the end of the ride, I guess, goes through the gift shop when you exit. And it's a little bit overwhelming, like the money grabbing. I can't imagine bringing a family there. The one-day ticket was like $100 for an adult almost. I got the special buy 2 days, get the third day free, so mine was pretty cheap. But yeah, if you took a big family there, that's like $2,000 easy. And if you take them to Disney World too, I don't know, you're spending a lot of money. You could go somewhere actually more interesting. So for a huge family, I don't know if it's a good idea. But for a single adult, ironically, I thought it was a lot of fun just to do it. I probably won't do it again for another 20 years, but yeah, it was a strange, surreal experience. Hey, sexy grandma, we're all alone. The stage is set. Guess what I have? 2,000 big ones. It's time to get down. Oh yeah. Hop aboard the Love Express. You just won a night with the chosen one. I will have a safe journey. It was everything I dreamed it would be. In fact, I'm gonna reward you with a better vision. Truly, I am a generous lover. This is the perfect moment to end episode 69, after a moment of unbridled passion. See, fellas, in this episode we learned that as long as you're persistent, you will get your lady. Also, bring 2,000 gitans. See you all next week! On the first floor of Table Mountain, the dungeon gave to me 5 army cocks, 2 burly smurfs, 2 air devils, 2 fluffy bunnies. So I put most of them to sleep.
Who wants a nice juicy arrow? Who's a good walrus? You're a good walrus.